Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambeau channel. We are in one of the most exciting times in the 12-year history of the cryptocurrency asset class to hold cryptocurrencies. Now, I understand over the last several days or so, maybe it doesn't, for the most part, feel like it. Most coins mostly trading sideways. Bitcoin's still in consolidation mode. I understand that. But I want to talk about some price action and share with you opinions from a number of chart analysts in this video because, my friends, I got to tell you, in my humble opinion, the greatest fireworks ever in the history of the asset class have yet to be seen. Like they're going to happen this market cycle, and I suspect not that far off from now. Here's a headline from the Daily Hodl. Check this out. Altcoins to print massive 27,000% gains this year, says crypto trader Lark Davis. And Lark Davis, he's a YouTuber and actually one of the most popular cryptocurrency YouTubers on the planet. He's got hundreds of thousands of subscribers. And it's always interesting to get all sorts of different takes anyway here, but he made some rather salient points. And so for me, I'm still most interested in XRP. That's my largest crypto holding. And I suspect if you're listening to this channel, you probably have at least some exposure to XRP, whether or not it's your biggest position or your most fave crypto on the planet. Setting that aside, I'm just guessing. But we're going to be seeing some crazy stuff. So I want to talk about this idea of rotation, price rotation throughout the crypto market also within this video, because it's so easy to get impatient when it seems like there's a lot of consolidation from day to day or week to week or maybe even longer time frames than that, even in this bull market. But my gosh, in the scheme of things, like I don't feel like we're going to have to be that much more patient. For those of you that have been hanging around for the last 3.5 years or whatever, like that's how long I've been in crypto anyway, most of that's been a bear market. So at this point, I feel like we're at the home stretch before like the most major of fireworks truly occur. But don't forget, it was just a little over 2 years ago, about two and a half years at this point, that the entire crypto asset class was worth somewhere in the neighborhood of 175 billion, and it recently surpassed 2.5 trillion. So just for a little perspective, in 2.5 years, and there's still so much more opportunity out there. But I do want to be clear at the outset, I don't have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who makes YouTube videos as a super duper fun hobby. I like talking about Ripple and XRP and crypto in general, but I want to be transparent. That is all that's going on here. I don't want to pretend like I'm some sort of guru of crypto. I'm not. I'm just a dude on the internet. Right? Anyway, so let's record this. XRP is at $1.62, Bitcoin at $58,947. Crypto market cap, $2.52 trillion. And then you've got Bitcoin dominance down to 43.6%. And mind you, it's not like Bitcoin's tanking. That's not the reason the Bitcoin dominance has been going down. If you look where I'm circling on the screen, or if you care to look, you can see that's the 30-day chart. Down to 43.6%. So Bitcoin, though, basically trading sideways for some time, for the most part. And it's not that it's doing poorly, it's just that there's a number of other altcoins that have been popping off that have made this happen. Now, you will be surprised. You just wait, though. It's actually just a few altcoins that are resulting in like this massive altcoin market cap. Like, so if you just throw up Bitcoin and look at the rest of the market in terms of just what the market cap is, it's actually just a handful of coins. And so that's why I want to share with you, like, the greatest excitement. It's about to happen. It's right in front of us, I personally believe. Now, so into this, here's an opinion from chart analyst Leb Crypto, and he shared some thoughts a bit earlier today about XRP, and he wrote, scribbling stuff on the XRP chart. Some significant patterns to bring to your attention. He's got 3 here. Number 1, rising wedge, which is in yellow, and I'll pull up the chart in just a second. 2, parallel channel, yellow and orange. And inverse head and shoulder still playing out, which... I'm not a chart analyst. I don't want to be one. I have no interest in learning how to read charts in any sort of complex way. It just bores me. That's all it is. I like researching fundamentals, following news, that stuff. Anyway, but even I have learned at this point. I pick up on little things here. That's a bullish chart pattern. Inverse head and shoulders, which is currently playing out according to Leb Crypto here. And so important strength and resistance levels to keep in mind: $1.70, $1.56, and $1.40. And so if you look at the chart, which is now full screen for you, this is and don't feel like you have to if you're driving or walking your dog or whatever. You don't have to. I'm describing it. I'm very good at describing things. So it's all, regardless of what plays out, what you can see here is it still is his firm position, and he's not the only one that holds this general idea or position that XRP, like, we are in bull mode here, okay? We are in a bull market, and even if we saw some sort of retracement, like say Bitcoin dips, rather than just blasts off, which could happen because it's facing resistance, and as you'll see in just a second, there are like a few analysts that talk about that today. It's still, even if you see that, you're still in all likelihood going to see it blast off. Like, you've only had a handful of, of the 8,000 plus cryptocurrencies truly rocket. Like, that's insane. Like, so many more. There's so much craziness that's going to happen. And if you think 2.5 trillion looks like a lot, well, it's always relative. Yeah, it looks a lot compared to especially where we were 2.5 years ago. But it's going to look like nothing in short order. Here's another tweet from Love Crypto. Bitcoin is looking very strong, to be honest. It's consolidating under the significant resistance of $58,700 to $59,000. That resistance has been tapped more than 4 times. It's weak now. One more tap and $64,000 beckons. Bitcoin has been range bound for 2 weeks. Was very favorable for alts, and so he's thinking more likely than not. It's what it seems like to me, that you're gonna see Bitcoin break through. It will blast, but since it hasn't been, and we're at this, structurally, this is where we've been in the market. You have seen a number of not a ton, but you have seen a number of altcoins really take off. Now here's chart analyst Credible Crypto. And he wrote this. This is about Bitcoin. So he basically has a very similar way of looking at this, although I'm not so... He doesn't seem quite as confident necessarily that we will absolutely see the upside for Bitcoin price action unfold immediately. Not that he's ruling it out, but anyway. He said, and we are back in the famed resistance. Once again, time to be cautious. Trimmed profits on some of my positions again. Buy support, sell resistance, rinse, repeat. Good night, fam. And so, mind you, when he the reason that he wrote that is because although he is a long-term holder and he has big bags that he just does not touch, he has smaller bags that he will trade with, and so that's the reason he was saying that he would not. I don't think he would advise the average person to try trading. Like, you better be damn confident, because I'll tell you what, stats show that somewhere between like 90 and 95% of traders in crypto and the stock market lose money. People are not good at it. And so if you're one of if you're the rest of like the 5%, well, props to you if you're doing a great job and making some actual money, but almost nobody does, just to be clear. And then Credible Crypto also wrote this, and this is something worth being aware of. The greatest returns happen in the last 10% of the time. Bitcoin took 9 months to go from bear market lows to $10,000 in 2017, and took just 1 month to go from $10,000 to $20,000. XRP went from 22 cents to over $3 in like 2 weeks at the end of the bull run. The biggest moves happen at the end. And so I just like, and it's so true. That's why, like, to anybody, if you are one of those people that's feeling impatient, first of all, you can buy or sell or hold. I'm not going to advise you on what to do. I would never want to do that. Never going to offer financial advice. But I will say, if you're emotionally bothered to this point, it's safe to just remove. It's always better to remove emotion from your decision-making process here. But I got to tell you, in terms of market structure, like if this thing's going to play out to any degree, like what we've seen in the past, I'm not worried, guys. I'm just not worried. I sleep super duper easy tonight. And in a general sense, this market has been playing out like I've been expecting for the last few years. I've been assuming this whole time that it's more likely than not that we would see, in a general sense, what happened last market cycle unfold again. And to this point we have. It doesn't mean everything's going to be exactly the same. I'm not pretending that I'm some sort of Nostradamus here. But it does, in a general sense, seem like that. Now here is a tweet from the blockchain backer earlier today. Bitcoin is approaching a critical retracement level at 59,600, and then he just noted that it's rejected so far. And so this is the level that analysts are looking for to see directionally where things are going to go. And he also shared some additional information that I wanted to put out here for you. I guess we can do this one. Yeah, we'll do this one first. That's fine. This is from the blockchain backer. Oh, I guess just for reference, in case anyone's curious, as I record this, it's 10:33 p.m. now on Saturday. What the hell day is this? Right, it's the 8th? It's the 8th, right? Yeah, there we go. It's the 8th, May 8th. And yeah, so anyway, 10:33 Central Standard Time, because I'm in the Midwest in the United States here. And things happen fast. You're future people, you know more than me. But just for frame of reference, sometimes I like to just share that. And so about an hour ago, the blockchain backer, my fellow XRP YouTuber, shared the following. As a reminder, I have 65% exited Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano. I have zero exposure to Polkadot, Doge, or BNB. I still have my positions in XRP, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin. Of the top 10, those are the 3 I'm willing to continue full holding. That's for me. You do you. And then he wrote in a separate tweet, reading the comments, many are asking about other coins. I still hold other coins. I'm specifically talking about the top 10 here. And so, and he's made it pretty clear, like, as he's exiting various positions, he's going to be talking about it publicly anyway. So, which will be interesting. I mean, he's already talked about in fairly in-depth detail, I'd say, his general exit strategy, which is it's a bit different than what I'm going to do. But everybody has different goals and wants different things, has different risk tolerance levels. So of course, you shouldn't just like blindly copy anybody on anything like that. You got to decide what's right for you. So that's not a critique on what he's doing. That sounds like it's perfect for him. And then there was this. Take a look at this. And so, like, in reading through this, like, some people thought, and I understand why, some people thought this was kind of cryptic, but I got the cut of his jib here. So here's what he wrote just a few hours ago. This is blockchain backer again. I think this is important to take notice of. The total altcoin market cap is reaching the full 4.236 extension based on the rally prior to capitulation in 2018. At the same time, Bitcoin has hit the 0.702 retrace. Also, SNL is happening in less than 2 hours. Mind you, so you probably know what he's talking about, but everyone's favorite Shiba Inu coin getting featured with Elon Musk on SNL. Yeah, that's what they're talking about here. And so a lot of people were looking at that and being like, what does that mean? And so I read it and I thought, oh, it's just like an implication of potential bearish action is the way that I took it anyway. But somebody named XRP Maverick tagged a different chart analyst, Credible Crypto, and wrote, could you possibly translate? Seems like a doomsday post. And Credible Crypto wrote the following. Said, seems like he may be implying we will see a correction across the board soon. And then Blockchain Backer did add the following, though. Check this out. And this is amazing, frankly. Half of the altcoin market is represented by Ethereum, Binance Coin, and Doge. All of them have gone to extensions and beyond. Meanwhile, much of the rest of the market still lags behind. So there is some distortion in the balance as 3 coins represent half the market cap. And so think about this as I'm recording this. Bitcoin's 1.1 trillion. You've got about, and I'm just using round numbers here, $1.4 trillion altcoin market cap. And about half of that is from 3 coins. And so this is why I wanted to make sure I bring this up. Like, rotation is a real thing, my friend. So money started when this at the inception of this asset class in Bitcoin. It's the only cryptocurrency that existed, and then other coins came along, and money would cycle into that, and then some people would cycle into the lower cap coins. After they tapped into some of the large cap coins, and then some people take those profits, put it into United States dollars or their fiat currency of choice. Some would rotate it back into Bitcoin. But what you see is, throughout these market cycles, that's the way that this works. Money starts with Bitcoin. Bitcoin does lead the market. This is a simple fact. This is not my opinion. And then money gets cycled through. And so, a few things on this. It's amazing to see that kind of market cap as a result of half of that altcoin market cap from 3 freaking coins, right? So, what's going to happen, and I'm not saying that we're going to see, I'm not saying that they're even at their top, I don't pretend to know, but what happens when the money cycles out of those and goes into others? What do you think's going to happen? And then more people get pumped up, because people are still entering the space, mind you. Like, there is new money coming in. This is most certainly the case. But it's amazing to see this just from 3 freaking coins. It also makes me wonder, if you're seeing those 3 coins at these levels, and they're extended, they're beyond their fib levels, right? If you're seeing that, how high are all of the other coins going to go? And that's what I keep wondering here, is like, what if it is the case that Bitcoin does go higher than what some people are expecting this market cycle? And I don't pretend to know the answer, but I gotta admit, I've been asking myself that, just seeing how these altcoins are behaving. This is beyond what we were expecting for these coins. It most certainly is. It just is. From a chart perspective, blockchain backers telling, yeah, these are overextended. I think that there's an acknowledgement of that. So what's that mean for XRP though? You got to think. Just imagine, like, what if Ethereum really does go to $10,000? I mean, if XRP matches that, which is what happened last market cycle, I mean, and I'm not making this prediction, but I'm just saying if that happened, then XRP would probably be around somewhere in the neighborhood of like $25. I would not mind seeing that in the least. So we're just gonna have to let things keep playing out and see how all this unfolds. But it's exciting to see all this. I know, like, the most, that's why I started the video by stating something I just firmly believe. It's reasonable to be excited about what is about to happen, I think. How could it not, like, so we're at this point, and then what, is everybody's going to throw in the towel and, market's over, back to bear cycle? No, maybe, but I'm highly skeptical of that. Highly skeptical of that. And so take a look at this from the Daily Hodl. Altcoins to print massive 27,000% gains this year, says crypto trader Lark Davis. And so think about this. XRP, last market cycle, would it go up like 70 or 80,000% on its own? I mean, there's no reason XRP can't be a substantial portion of this. Crypto trader and analyst Lark Davis believes that altcoins are poised to ignite a meteoric rise this year amid the rapid maturation of the crypto markets. In a new video, Davis tells his 315,000 subscribers that the altcoin market cap is primed for a giant rally after taking out a key resistance level. Here's a quote now. The last time the altcoin market cap turned its old 2014 highs into support, it rallied 27,000% in just over a year. The altcoin market cap has rallied over 119% in the 70 days since turning its old 2017 highs into support. This is just the beginning. That's his quote. And I have to tell you, that's what I feel like too, in a general sense. How could it not? 3 coins have popped off to this degree. If you're talking mid and large cap coins, just 3 of them, and we're already seeing these levels. The rest will too. That's what I firmly believe that. And fine, I could be wrong. And I always acknowledge, I could be wrong about all this, and everything goes to zero, and I lose all my money. Fine, that might happen. But I have strong conviction. Now, of course, conviction doesn't mean that I'm right, but I just want to share with you and be very transparent about what I think and feel about this. And, man, we're going to be seeing some craziness, guys. So, welcome to the party. Like, this is going to be absolutely bonkers. And I'm so glad that I've got all of you out there to go on this ride with, because I don't have anybody in my real life that gives a damn, frankly. And look, mind you, I have friends and family that hold crypto. My mom holds Bitcoin. So but just here's the thing. They're not really that interested. Like, they hold it, but none of my friends or family are really that into it. Not like I am. Like, I feel like I just want to obsessively track this stuff on a daily basis, which is what I'm doing, because I just have a blast doing it. But no, nobody else is quite like that. I think that most people, you'll see, they'll just, as the euphoria increases, they'll catch wind of it from family and friends, and then they'll just jump in closer to the peak, and then they'll probably get burnt and not be too happy with crypto. That happens every single market cycle, though. It doesn't mean that, people are going to realize, oh, this is a bad thing, and then crypto goes away. No. There's real utility to be had, so that represents actual value. It's not all ever going to go to zero, but I still think a lot of these coins absolutely, at some point, are going to have to get flushed out of the system. But I don't know if that's going to happen before next market cycle, or if we're just going to have another cycle similar to this one, where people just haven't figured out what it makes sense to invest in, and so everything goes up. But that's what's happening now. That's what's happened every single other market cycle to this point in crypto. But I'm not complaining, mind you. This is not a complaint. I'm just observing. In fact, I like this. If we can have the same uncertainty in terms of what it makes sense to invest in next market cycle, I personally would love that, because I know what to do in that situation. Buy anything. That's for me. I'm not telling you to buy anything. But for me, the answer is, just buy whatever. If it's a mid-large cap coin, I was like, okay, let's take one of those and one of those and 50,000 of those. Like, why not? Why the hell not? It just doesn't matter. Nothing in life makes sense. Everything is stupid. We must be living in a simulation. I'm kidding. All right. I'll go ahead and wrap up there, though. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. So that would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Nambo.